Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rod, aka Modest Media, here to bring you a special update on patreon.com/dead end hip hop. We see it, man. We've been seeing it for years, you know what I'm saying? We miss albums, you know what I'm saying, that y'all wanted us to review. So we decided to change a level that's on Patreon right now, the current classic review level. You know, we want to kind of refresh that level a little bit. So we're going to open it up. We're going to open up the floodgates, man, and allow you guys to pick any album that we haven't reviewed. You know what I'm saying? Not any current albums or anything like that, but like any album, like albums that we are already going to review on the channel. We want to just, you know, give you guys an opportunity to like, yo, y'all missed this album. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to nominate albums that you guys will want us to review that we hadn't reviewed. We're going to update the classic review level. Now it's going to be called the request line, and that is courtesy of Ken. Ken came up with this name. I thought it was a dope name. You thought it was a dope name. Everybody here thought it was a dope name. How do you feel about the name?
I'm definitely down because we do miss a lot of stuff that people want us to review. And here's the thing, I'll even throw something else out there. I feel like, you know, there's R&B joints, you know what I'm saying, that nominate them shits. It's request line. You want it? Put it up there. They will let the people vote, and we, you know what I'm saying, we'll do what you want us to do.
But you got to be at the nomination level, though.
Got to be at the nomination level.
It's just for anybody now.
Exactly.
It ain't just for everybody. So if you at that nomination level or higher, you can put whatever album you want in the request line. Yep. So make sure you do that.
Yeah.
So this is not even like dead end hip hop. It's just dead end. You know what I'm saying? This is dead end reviews. So whatever you want us to review, nominate it if you're at that level. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else, you get the vote, and we'll do what you want.
And if you're not at that level, go to that level. You know what I'm saying? If it's an album you just want, you dying for us to talk about, level up and put it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Dead End Hip Hop. It's another rundown. I'm your host, FeeFo 24/7 here with Modest Media and Kenneth B. Inns. BZ430 is not in the house, but we love you, my bro. Catch you next time on the next rundown. But this is where we're starting off hot and heavy. Is K-Dot officially the king of hip hop? There are a couple of record-breaking affairs that just in the last week or two that Kendrick has topped over. So first, he becomes the first rapper with 3 albums on the Billboard Top 10. Those albums are GNX, Good Kid, Mad City, and Damn. So after the Super Bowl performance, some of those older albums got the Super Bowl push. Also, he becomes the first rapper to hit 100 million Spotify monthly listeners. Now, this is one of those things that was going back and forth. We talked about it in the Drake convo, where Drake has always been number one. Then Kendrick topped him. Then they dropped the Party Next Door project. He topped Kendrick, but then now he's at 100 million. So within the week, that record has kind of bounced back and forth between Kendrick and Drake. And then the last thing is Kendrick Lamar's streams have risen over 175% due to the Super Bowl halftime. So again, the overall question is K-Dot officially now cemented with the numbers and everything, king of hip hop?
I mean, there are people that love numbers to justify their arguments. So they have them if that's how they feel. Mm-hmm. You know, Drake has always had the numbers on his side. And I don't think that ever changed. I mean, he's still, you know, even if he lose half his audience, you know, I would imagine he still has a pretty robust fan base. I just never imagined that Kendrick Lamar, of all people, would top 100, be the first to do that. You know, so it shows, like, you know, there's this saying, you know, any news is good news or whatever. And it worked out for him. 175% boost from the Super Bowl is insane. So he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish there. Hopefully he walked away with new fans. I thought the album selections were interesting. So I get down because he performed songs from there in GNS. But Good Kid, Mad City tells me that people were like, what else he got?
Good Kid, Mad City, it's always been on the Hot Billboard 100 ever since it released. It just got bumped now because of the Super Bowl.
So people were probably looking at the charts or whatever, that's the benefit of those things to the casual fans. It gives them a starting point for artists. So if they saw it, they were like, okay, here's another one that's on here that I want to listen to. It's probably, you know, a bunch of white folks, but, you know. But nah, man, officially the king of hip hop. I mean, you know, I don't know. to say that, because my thing is I would have to see the sustainability of that, like in 2 or 3 months from here. You know, what is that 175%? What does that turn into?
Yeah, it'll obviously decline the longer we go on. But I just think his timing of everything, the album, the tour, the 2 dates in Toronto.
Technically, you really couldn't mathematically go over 100%. Am I tripping? Never mind. Don't worry about me.
Much like Ken, I never been like just a big numbers guy. You know that too. Just like basketball shit. You know what I'm saying? I always go
eyeball
by the player. You know what I'm saying, about what they're doing on the court, what the impact they make, the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always gone by. So I think, like, without the numbers, man, like, it's clear, it's evident that man took over the whole 2024 and it's starting to seep into 2025 with that same energy. So I mean, he is on top. He is the king right now. He is on top. He said it's just Big Me, and he was not lying.
Damn, bro, that really was some Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah.
Man, he took everybody out.
Nah,
like,
bro.
He's the last man standing.
Bro,
officially.
he said it's just Big Me. Was Drake there? Yeah, of course. I think we had a Mount Rushmore or something like that, and we put, like, it was like Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and I think Tyler. It was between Tyler and somebody. I can't remember who it was. So we always had them as the Mount Rushmore or whatever. But yeah, I think at this point, the clear top person is Kendrick. That's without even looking at any numbers, bro. It's just the cultural impact that this man has made going into this year, like up the middle of last year, going into this year. Like he took down arguably the number one guy.
Yeah, 100%.
So he has the crown.
Yeah.
Without the numbers.
And, you know, my thing is I'm a big numbers guy, but I'm also a big eye test eyeball guy. To me, I put that over the numbers. Yeah. Numbers I always just use to justify.
Guys.
And for me, K-Dot was always the better rapper. Like, I never argued, like, by far.
But see, it's not even about a better rapper to me, because I put stock into being able to create a record, right?
100.
I put stock into being able to create a big record, like Kendrick has done. But now Kendrick has done that on top of the other shit
with no like bigger name feature, right? Like, because he had fucking Problems, but it had 2 Chainz, A$AP Rocky.
Right.
I want to say Drake was on that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's had other songs, but like, you know, collaboratively. Now it's like, nigga, it's just me. Yeah. You know, and then with the numbers, like the 100 million monthly listeners is kind of crazy, but the 3 albums in the top 10, bro. Yeah. Like the only other rapper to have 2 albums in the same year that was number 1 was DMX. And that was a crazy ride. So for Kendrick to be 3 albums in the top 10, that's ridiculous. Outside of Good Kid, Mad City still being on the fucking Billboard chart since it released. Y'all know how I feel. That's why I say Kendrick is the GOAT.
But see, my thing is, like, those albums should have been up there, and we know they up there now because of Super Bowl bump and all that type of stuff. So the same thing we talked about Drake can apply to Kendrick too. Like, you know, people are going towards that for a reason. Yeah. Right. So to be fair, like, you know, those numbers are skewed in a sense.
Yeah, to
you know
a
what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say numbers aside, the albums are solid, which we talked about in the Drake conversation as well.
Evergreen.
Like, even if Drake didn't have the numbers, if the album is solid, he's still gonna get the respect 100%. Deserved. You feel what I'm saying? So,
and K-Dot has that in spades.
Exactly.
K-Dot always had that in spades. You know what I'm saying? But so you know how we feel.
That's dope though. You know what I'm saying? Good for the culture.
Moving on to the next topic. Shout out to A$AP Rocky being found not guilty in a felony assault trial.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
Before I got here, motherfuckers like crowd surfing.
Yeah, in the jury.
And the way he hugged that white woman, I don't know if she was like a litigant. I don't know if she was an attorney or something. Yeah. But man, he was happy. Yeah. Rihanna was falling back in her chair. That shit was wild to see, like, celebrity level people like respond that way.
Yeah, because they're human.
They're just human at the end of the day. So
you know, and we're talking about, you know, he was facing up to 24 years.
Yeah, I know.
I
thought he was a rap.
Yeah.
I really thought he was a rap. All reports were showing that he was a rap.
I think they were offering him like 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta try to find it in this article. But either way, he turned that down. It was facing 24 years in prison if found guilty. So that is definitely a lot of pressure and stress off of him. So shout out to A$AP Rocky. Obviously, we kind of can attribute the pushback of the album, you know what I'm saying, due to this. But now, hopefully, we get some music. Hopefully, he'll have some time with his wife and the kids and all of that type of stuff and kind of regroup from the trial. Any thoughts and opinions on it, or we can move on? How y'all feel?
I didn't even really know exactly what he was on trial for. I thought it was that stuff that happened. It's not stuff that happened in front. Like,
no, well, I don't know where it happened, but
Yeah.
Allegedly, he pulled out an automatic assault rifle on former ASAP member ASAP Relly, and that was the whole trial.
Is that why ASAP further kind of disassociated
Well,
himself with him and shit?
ASAP mob just kind of went their own ways. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay. If he didn't have any wrongdoings and he was wrongfully accused for something, I'm happy that he got acquitted. I'll say that.
Oh no, yeah, I'm good. That's good for him. Didn't he hire one of the, somebody's lawyers? I saw. I think that's what I saw.
The lawyer's officially part of ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP
Oh, that's what it is. Lawyer's official part of ASAP. But yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, we good. We can move on.
All right, cool, bet. Staying in the courtroom, Tony Busby dismisses his lawsuit against Jay-Z and Diddy over allegations of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl, and Jay-Z releases a statement. Jay-Z says, "Today's victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale that they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the claims, I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally." Sean Carter. So
Again, because he had bars that first time people were saying he brought it.
yeah.
Circle back with the bars. What you got to say about it? I see
That's
people
what I wanted to know.
People coming at you like
Yeah, look,
Get us.
say like, yo, what y'all say now, FeeFo?
well, look, obviously the whole thing isn't over yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, Diddy's still on trial.
We not talking about Diddy. We not talking about Diddy. We was talking about Sean Carter. And you was just like, I am not a fan no more.
Why you put words on? I didn't say I wasn't a fan.
Hey, that's basically what you were saying. That's what the streets are saying.
Nah, I still listen to Jay. If the shit is fake, the shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? With new evidence
Said
comes
fake or faith?
fake.
Oh, okay.
With new evidence, you make new judgments. So,
Bro, he went came in with a bang and going out with a whimper. Golly, FeeFo, he had a lot to say. I mean, he was hot living. He just knew. Oh man.
That was the actual pen.
yeah, he did. He didn't need no ChatGPT or the lawyer. He said, "I'm gonna write this myself." But Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers say that his sex trafficking charges have racist origins and asked the judge to dismiss it. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think Diddy's gonna get off the hook?
No, not at all.
Diddy a rap, bro. I was just thinking about the Jay thing. The Jay thing was crazy, but yeah, Diddy, man.
Trying to play the race card is an interesting tactic, but I mean, you got to try anything, right? They're talking about the Mann Act of 1910, which was used to take down Jack Johnson and also target interracial relationships. It is a racist act that was created because of things that were going down. And it is also part of how they managed to get R. Kelly for what he did, because the allegations or evidence or whatever it was that he was transporting women across state lines. So they expanded it to use as a way to get R. Kelly as well.
But R. Kelly wasn't part of a RICO situation. Because per this article on Billboard, it says there has never been a similar RICO prosecution. The filing states, adding, Mr. Combs has been singled out because he is a powerful black man. He is being prosecuted for the conduct that regularly goes unpunished.
Well, isn't there other stuff in there that's not just this that he's on the RICO charges for?
They're trying to say that the sex trafficking and the RICO, like there's never...
They probably
there's
just
other
dropped
stuff.
that charge. Kudos to the lawyers for trying it, but that the Mann Act is a serious thing, and Diddy and R. Kelly too. They were doing some very heinous stuff based on what these cases are telling us. So trying to be like, hey man, they being racist. It's America, bro. What do you think? That green gonna protect you?
Real quick, going back to the Jay-Z part of this, he says he lost $20 million in income.
Who?
Jay-Z, due to the
From where?
So this is exactly what he said. Mr. Busby's actions undermine my relationship and my company Rock Nation's relationship with other businesses in the sports and entertainment space. The filing states, we have agreements to produce entertainment programs for certain sporting events. After Mr. Busby filed the lawsuit, the media reported that other businesses could end their deals with Rock Nation and forced one to speak out and address whether these false allegations will end our business relationship. So essentially, when he did that, Rock Nation and his companies lost out on 20.
And that's how they create leverage to get settlements when you lose $20 million. Mm-hmm. Their revenue is there's a chokehold on that. I think what helped him was the NFL was like, we're good.
Yeah.
There may be a countersuit coming.
I thought that's what Jay initially wanted to do was countersuit.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He did mention that in the first round.
Yeah.
But now he got like documents to present a real case.
So yeah, if he countersuit, that'll really put him over top. That'll really
Damn.
strong arm him
for real.
Yeah, Tony Busby might not be a lawyer no more. That's the type of power Jay has, especially with false allegations and shit like that. Okay, watch this. Talking about money and hip hop. I don't know if y'all saw this story. I had saved it, but I forgot to do it on the last rundown. And this is from allhiphop.com. Rakim has announced a new financial technology and AI-powered platform called Notes, which merges music, money, and knowledge together. The goal, according to the press release, is to address the unique challenges faced by independent urban music artists and creators, redefining access to capital to fund their creative projects, while providing financial literacy and entrepreneurial and music business education to build sustainable careers. Notes hopes that by empowering creators with financial independence, they'll retain control over their careers in an industry often marked by exploitation. As Rakim tells All Hip Hop, independent urban music artists and creators often struggle to gain financial stability despite their market impact. With Notes, we're building a community and lifestyle-driven platform that combines cultural connection, technology, and empowerment to give them the tools they need to thrive. Additionally, Notes will provide membership-focused access, connections to loan and credit providers for access to capital, AI-powered financial literacy, and entrepreneurial education content. It will also include Ask Ra feature, an AI voice assistant and agent in Rakim's iconic voice.
Hey man, you need to drop that in ChatGPT and have them summarize that, bro. We just need the highlights.
Ken, I was gonna say you need to change the name. Notes. I mean, there's already a Notes.
Yeah, this is true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you need to change that name too.
That's interesting. Much needed. And I hope he succeeds at it. Financial literacy. Mm-hmm. In that space, I think is critical. I think they do get taken advantage of because there are a lot of things that they don't know. And that's in a lot of different areas.
Yep.
And they, artists are exploited, in all sort of genres. This is not just exclusive to hip hop. So hopefully people will take that up. I think they do something similar in sports as well. People they're just not getting the education and they're just happy. So hopefully you get the backing and support that he needs to push this through.
So the accountants start losing jobs based on this thing.
Not necessarily the accountants. The way I kind of envision this thing, Gilly talked about it on Shannon Sharp's podcast where he was talking to Lil Wayne and he was saying that Wayne was like, yeah, you know, if I sell gold, I get gold money. If I go platinum, I get platinum money. And Gilly was like, so, you know, what about your publisher? He's like, what's publishing? So that's when Lil Wayne sued Baby for $52 million 17 years after the first release of his album. You know what I'm saying? So what this is going to allow artists to do that take advantage of it is to understand publishing and how you get paid from publishing, understand the front and the back end, like understand the things that the lawyers write up, but in layman's terms, because that's what AI primarily does. At least for me, whenever I have a legal document, I put in there and be like, hey, simplify this. It'll just talk to me regular. So I know what the hell this legal document is saying, you know? So I think that is primarily the thing. And then what he's trying to do is infuse it with opportunities for credit lenders, you know what I'm saying, to be able to finance your, instead of the label financing your music career, you're financing your own music career.
And I'll be curious to see who those financial backers are because, you know, it's hard to get that money.
Yeah.
You know, for especially artistic endeavors. Yeah.
And distribution too.
The music industry is undergoing such a change.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the streaming shit was a big change that they had to adjust to. Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, and it's enough to make your head spin.
He's like a super OG, triple OG.
Yeah.
So for him to still be involved in caring about the culture in that way, and being, you know, kind of in the now with it.
Yeah, I wonder who made him tap into that. Like, I wonder who, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like Rakim, like, what made him tap into the AI shit?
All right, so look, it's time for the new segment, The Community Says. We got a lot of posts, so we're going to get through them. I created a Best Alchemist Collaborator Challenge.
What's The Community Says? Because some people might not even know what the hell that is.
Okay, Community Says is on YouTube. There is a place where we can do community posts, and I've taken that over for pretty much like the beginning of the year, and I just post a whole bunch of stuff. So either polls, I have some questions on there.
So they need to be a subscriber to be able to see this community post.
You don't even really have to, but you should be, because you're missing out on everything else that we're doing. You're not getting the notifications. So you should definitely be subscribed to Dead End Hip Hop. So the community post is just engagement. It's just like YouTube's version of social media. You know what I'm saying? So I see stuff, I come up with stuff, and I just put it out there. So it's just another way for us to engage with you. I think I said it on the last one where we were barely getting like 1,000 votes. Like the type of voting numbers we're getting now is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're, you know, a low number now is like 5K. So again, appreciate you guys. So I did a Best Alchemist Collaborator Challenge. So in the first grouping, it was Action Bronson, Freddie Gibbs, Currency, and Larry June. We got about 5,500 people voting. And do y'all want to guess who won that one?
Currency.
No, Currency was tied for third.
Disrespectful.
I know. I agree. I agree.
Larry June and who?
Larry June, Action Bronson, Freddie Gibbs.
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson was tied for third with Currency. Freddie Gibbs won that quartet. Larry June was last with 8%. Freddie Gibbs
That's
won.
not surprising.
Shut up. Hey. Freddie Gibbs won with 68% of the vote. He fucking demolished. On the next set of four, I put Rock Marciano, Earl Sweatshirt, Kendrick Lamar, and Bo D. James. You want to guess who won that one?
What is this?
Best Alchemist Collaborator.
So
I can only put 4 at a time.
Okay.
So I did these, and then I
Wait, so you did 8, but you had to split them up?
I did 12. I had to do it in
You did 12?
yeah. So I had to do it in 3 brackets, and then I took the winner of those 3 and then put them together.
Okay.
So yeah, I do. I'll be going crazy. So Rock Marciano, Earl Sweatshirt, Kendrick Lamar, Bo D. James. Who do you think won?
Boldy.
Boldy came in second with 26%. Modest.
You said Rock Marciano, Boldy,
Earl, Kendrick, Boldy.
I'm gonna go Rock Marciano.
Rock Marciano came last.
God.
17%.
Oh, my God. Who are these people?
And we had 7,000 people vote on this. So this was not a small sample size. Earl Sweatshirt won with 33% of the vote.
That's the name they know.
Second place was Boldy James with 26. Third place was Kendrick with 25. Last was Rock Marciano with 17% of the vote.
Disrespectful.
So this is the last bracket before we get to the winner bracket.
Are these dead in hip hop fans?
Last broke man. Anyway.
Hey, we got Schoolboy Q, Westside Gun, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. So it's basically Schoolboy versus the Griselda Boys. Who do you think won this one?
Schoolboy Q.
He won with 36% of the vote. Second was Westside Gun with 23% of the vote. Third was Benny the Butcher with 21% of the vote. And last place was Conway.
It's a popularity contest.
That's what it is.
The voting for Conway never reflects our comment section.
That's crazy. Even the Rock Marciano percentage
that's
was
wild.
crazy. So this is this is all of the winners from the 3 posts that I made. So we got Earl Sweatshirt, Freddie Gibbs, and Schoolboy Q. This was the final one. We had about 6,000 people vote. Who do you think won?
The Schoolboy.
Yeah, same thing. Schoolboy.
Schoolboy came in last, 16%.
Dog, come on, bro. What? I think they're confused. I think they're really confused.
They're not confused.
Freddie won?
Freddie won with 56% of the vote, and we had 6,000 people voting. Earl Sweatshirt came in second with 29% of the vote. Freddie Gibbs, per the community, is the best Alchemist collaborator. So shout out to Alfredo. Shout out to all of the other joints and songs that they have together. But per the hip hop community, y'all saying Freddie Gibbs is the best Alchemist collaborator.
I mean, Alfredo is great. But bro, come on, like the stuff that some of these other people has created with Alchemist. What?
Bruh, look. Earl's bracket, in my opinion, was arguably the strongest one. Rock Marcy, Kendrick Lamar, and Boldy. He beat them out. So for him to get decimated by Freddie, I thought he'd be close. Like, yeah. So our community loves Freddie Gibbs, just minus Ken. So does anybody want to guess the best-selling hip-hop album of 2024? The 4 options that I gave was Future and Metro, We Don't Trust You, Drake for All the Dogs, Kendrick Lamar, GNX, and Tyler, the Creator, Chromacopia. We have 5,000. I'm going to round up. I always like to round up. 5,500 people vote.
Tyler.
Highest selling rap album of 2024?
Yes. Future and Metro, We Don't Trust You, Drake for All the Dogs, Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Tyler, the Creator, Chromacopia.
How's it not Kendrick? I thought that was like... how's it not?
Is that your answer?
That's my answer, yes.
Okay. It's not Kendrick. It was Future and Metro, We Don't Trust You. They sold 1.59 million.
God damn.
They sold basically 1.6 million albums in 2024. This is, I was playing word games with people. It's not if it released in 2024, because obviously For All the Dogs did not release in 2024. For All the Dogs released in 2023, but it also sold in 2024. They were second with 1.36 million. GNX sold 785,000 in 2024. And where's Chromacopia?
Damn, Tyler was last.
Well, that album dropped in the end of the year.
It did. He did 889,000. This is the crazy part about Kendrick, right? Kendrick's GNX sold 785,000 copies. Good Kid, Mad City outsold GNX in 2024. Good Kid, Mad City did 880,000 copies. That's fucking ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous. So yeah, shout out to Metro and Future with the K-Dot stimulus package built in, but 1.6 million. I asked the community, which city is running hip hop in 2025? Chicago, LA, Atlanta, New York.
LA.
Chicago, LA, what?
Atlanta, New York. Who's running hip hop in 2025?
In 2025.
Yes.
Like right now, this very moment.
Right now. Who's running hip hop? What city is running hip hop?
LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Overwhelmingly so. We had 6,500 people vote. 75% of the vote went to LA.
Yeah.
Second was Atlanta with 15%. New York with 7%, and Chicago with 4%. All right, so this is the last one. This is the last one. One gotta go. All of these albums are 25 years old. Outkast, Stankonia, Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP, Common, Like Water for Chocolate, or Big L, The Big Picture. Which one do you think? We had almost 7,000 votes here.
Oh, Big L. This is not me. I'm just thinking this with
Okay.
that pick.
Modest.
But I think you already told me
Say
the
it one more
answer.
time.
Stankonia, Outkast, Marshall Mathers, LP, Eminem, Common like water for chocolate, Big L, The Big Picture.
I think it's the Common album. Yeah.
38% Ken.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker gotta go.
Yeah.
It gotta go. It cannot stay.
That's
Oh,
insane.
now where was they at when they was kicking my ass about the break?
I don't know. But Big L came in second with 36%, Eminem 20%, and the one that was definitely not leaving was Stankonia with only 5% of the vote. I talked about the Dead and Hip Hop Approved mixtape. I asked y'all what was the a couple of artists or people that we had on there, and man, like y'all forgot. And part of that is because that piff is no longer a thing, and that's where we had it. So just to give you guys a couple of people that we had on there, and you're gonna see a little video here of the actual track list in its entirety. We have Marv 1 with Royce the 5'9" on that album. We have Bishop Nehru, produced by Ghost McGrady. We had Denzel Porter. We had Fat Father. We had Guilty Simpson, Sean Price, and Rock Marciano on that first joint. We had Nova. Shout out to Nova. We had Mike Bars. We had Esco. You know what I'm saying? So we had some fucking big names in hip hop on our very first mixtape. So I talked to the guys. We're gonna try to find those, and we may upload it to YouTube just because it's one of those gems, and a staple of Dead in hip hop. But yeah, man, that is the rundown. So we talked about K-Dot being the unquestioned king of hip hop now, since now he has the numbers to back him. A$AP Rocky is acquitted. Diddy and Jay-Z have a small victory in court. Rakim.
The fact that they're trying to put those together is crazy.
Yeah.
Rakim is the new hip hop financial guru. And Community says, we did the best Alchemist collaborator. We talked about the Who's Running Hip Hop Now, the best selling album of 2024, and One Gotta Go. So that's what it is, man. The rundown. Catch you guys in 2 weeks. We out. Peace.